Hi everyone, this is Diane. Today is Memorial Day, and I almost didn't go to the Memorial Day flea market because it rained all day Saturday, and then it was pretty good. It stopped early in the morning on Sunday, like before I went to church, and it stayed good until evening. By the time I went to bed, it was raining, and I think it pretty much rained all night. So I thought it's going to be wet and soggy. People aren't going to be there. They're not going to set up in this kind of weather. But I thought, well, it's really close to me. So I just drove the 10 minutes or however long it takes to do that just to see. And I couldn't believe how crowded it was. The parking was crowded. There were lots of vendors. So I was happy that I went. So let me show you what I got. And I didn't go crazy. I spent less than $25. I think it was $21 for all this stuff. I've been getting some bags of fabric from the first vendor that I go to. I have a certain pattern that I go around the field to make sure I get everybody, and it's a new person to me this year. I've never seen her there before this year, but she's the first one I stop at. And there's always a new bags of fabrics. I don't buy them all. I look and I pick and I find some I like, and then I buy them. And they're very reasonably priced. Look at this patchwork. This was $1.50 for this bag. So last week I got a bag that had strips of fabric like this, and I thought I could sew them together and make sashes for journals, which I could do with these. These are a little bit narrower, but I love that pattern there. And there's gingham too. They are probably pieces to make these blocks. Aren't they pretty, the colors? I'm so happy with getting these patchwork pieces. I can do fun things with them. And this one is a log cabin. So I guess these would have been for this. And then we have strips of those colors. And the smaller pieces as they get closer, or as you start here and then you build them out. So the first ones are small and then they get bigger. So that's a really fun bundle for $1.50. This one was $1.50 also. And really, I wanted this. I wasn't sure about the other fabrics, but I really wanted that one. So we do have a piece of bandana, just a small piece, which I think is cute. Oh, these are squares, so those are fun. Black and white. This is the piece I really liked, and it's a good size piece. It's this times 2, because this is doubled. Isn't that beautiful? There's some pink polka dot, just scraps. There's a rusty color cotton. And this pretty print. This is pretty. I do like this. This is a kind of a big piece, bigger than my favorite. It's probably a yard here, actually. Close to a yard. And blue solid. I like that. And then this one was only $1. Oh, oh wow. Look at that. I did not know what it was. I saw the patchwork on the top, but I didn't know it was all patchwork pieces, large blocks. How fun. They're not matched up very well. It's not an expert quilter, but it's beautiful. The patterns are beautiful and the colors. So I have 4 4 large blocks. I'm happy with that, all of those. I found this belt. It's missing something to connect them. It's got this vintage fabric on the back, and it's like a velveteen or velvet fabric and some embroidery on it. It's stitching all around. This is coming apart here. But I didn't know if I would want to make somehow, you know, take it apart, take these off, and make a belt for a journal. If not, I can just cut the pieces and use them for belly bands or things like that. It was really cheap. I picked up this and some other items from the White Van Man, and he told me just to give him what I thought. I gave him $5 for everything. This did have a masking tape sticker on it for 50 cents, but I don't think that was his sticker. This is not homemade. It says made in Austria. So what the other things were that I got from him, I gave him $5. I think I said that. And yeah, all of these things were for him along with that belt. So this is just a piece of cotton fabric. I'm sure it was a table runner, but I bought it for this crochet at the end. It's on both ends. And I can use this. I can even dye it and use it. And then I got these decorating booklets. Your bedroom is the background. There's no cover on it, so I don't really know who put this out, but I like the landscape pictures and the vintage look of it. And then there's this. This was in these things were in this plastic bag. Mademoiselle, 5th Avenue. So again, it's a decorating magazine. I went to Hobby Lobby with my daughter on Thursday, and I got a few things. Nothing, I didn't see any clearance stuff, but I got a few things, and I made a video, but I thought that I would not post a video until I saw if I went to the flea market and got some stuff. So I love this page. So I'm going to tack, I think I will tack, whoops, my Hobby Lobby haul. I didn't know that was torn, and I just tore it some more. I'm going to have fun making ephemera with those, some tags and pockets and things. Yeah, I'll tack on the Hobby Lobby haul after this. These will be fun too. I like that. Here is the cover of a landscape book, but it's too big to be that other one we looked at, so I don't know what this came from. Transfer Magic by DuPont. The Art of Making Old Things New. So this became those two pieces. It's really fun. This probably went with this collection of pages, maybe. Nope, that's too small. Yep, it wasn't with that. Well, here's the landscape book. Transfer Magic. That'll be fun to look at, to see how things were transformed, what they turned them into. I used to like to watch Flea Market. What was it called? It was like a contest, and it was Laura. Can't remember her name. She was on a news show, and then she does these flea market shows where they go to the flea market and buy the old stuff, and then they have to transform it. That's fun to watch. Flea market, I don't know. This one is a flute book. So it just has the treble clef, not the bass clef. Lots of nice, good quality pages to fold into a signature. And then look at this fun chart. And in the back, this is a practice chart. Ooh, she got an F here, and teacher wrote practice. I don't know what that's for. And then I got this Ideals Country Kitchen Cookbook. Look at that beautiful loaf of bread. I like the pages. Not a lot of pictures. Oh yeah, there are a lot of pictures. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. But I just like the font and the way the pages are laid out. I think that'll be fun. It's Ideals. Of course there are lots of pictures. Fun book. Maybe this is what I looked at. Look at the strawberry shortcake. Oh, this says strawberry rhubarb cobbler. Oh, here's strawberry shortcake. Ice cream. I thought this might be fun. It is an envelope with patches in it, Iron Text patches. And I wanted the envelope more than the patches because it's really cool. Then I got this Junior League of Elmira Follies, 1954. And it's got a lot of advertisements in it, the sponsors. The Follies of 1954, staged and directed by Bill O'Brien at the Elmira Theater in 1954. I don't know what the Elmira Theater is. Oh, no. It's Gorton's store. But there's a Clemens Center Theater there now. I wonder if it was Elmira Theater before they named it after Mark Twain. So just lots of advertising. I can use those for things. So there must be like a playbook, a playbill in here somewhere. It has a history of the Junior League. There's a talent show. Interesting. I'll have to read this. The patrons are listed. And then this. I believe this came from a calendar. This is the only piece I found of it, but they're twin little girls with their curls on their heads, and they are knitting. Isn't that sweet? So $4 or $5 for all of this from the White Van Man. Bob wasn't there, but I didn't think he would be today because of the weather. Because he sells paper stuff, so he can't have anything out when it's this iffy with the rain. So guess what? I met a vendor. I think I bought some things from her last week, maybe some card games or something like that. And she told me, I was looking at these, I was wondering what they were, and it says Credit Union Passbook, but when I open it up, it looks like it belongs to a game. So she saw me looking at them, and then I was looking at this, and she said I could have all of these for $1. And then she just said, kind of offhand, I would just use them for ephemera in junk journals. And I said, me too. I said, I'm a junk journal maker. And I told her I have a Etsy shop and a YouTube channel, and she was excited to learn about that. And I think it was her mother there wrote down the name of my channel. And she sells on Oh, the one that Kristen Swain sells on. They do live auctions. They don't just list things. They do live auctions. Whatnot? Is that what I want to say? Yeah, she sells on Whatnot. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, but she doesn't sell junk journals or junk journal supplies. She makes something else and sells it. But anyway, I wanted to look and see what is in this stuff. So she gave me really good prices on things, and then she went inside her vehicle and pulled out some more stuff that she thought I'd be interested in that she didn't have out, which was pretty awesome because I was interested. So I don't know what game this is, but we have an electrician card, principal, master carpenter. So these are jobs. So they're fun. And then these are little game cards. Advanced to Loan Shark. So that's fun. I don't know what game it was, like I said, so I've never seen those. And this is some pretty game money. And it says a credit union pioneer. So maybe these all go together, because I'm sure it would go with this one, credit union. So these probably go with it too, because they're all professions. Credit union pioneer, Charles G. Hyland. Friedrich Wilhelm Rafelson. So I just like the pastel colors. They're just unique looking. Rubber bands are falling apart. And then she had these. Children's records. Thumbelina. Really pretty envelope. Little Red Caboose. Peter Pan Orchestra and Chorus. Because it's Peter Pan publication. There's Peter Rabbit. That's so cute. Alice in Wonderland. Oh, that could have been a lot cuter. That's the Mad Hatter. He's a nut. It says MH for Mad Hatter. That's funny. Somebody had fun putting this cover together, or wrapper. Look at this one. Love it. Hansel and Gretel. Fun. And this was something that I think she pulled this out of her vehicle. They are library pockets. You know, I use library pockets all the time. So they're in bundles of white, pink. Oh, they're laminated. Green, orange, blue, and yellow. I didn't know they were laminated, but I'll probably still use them. The white ones aren't laminated. Okay. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bundles of them. And I think she charged me $1 for them. No more than 2, I think. These she had marked for $3. These were in her vehicle. She pulled them out for me. She said, you probably don't need them. They're just, you know, doilies and some pages. But she said I could have them both for, it was either $1 or $2, like almost nothing. So I took them because I wanted to support another junk journal creative person, even though that's not her main thing. So I wonder if she sells some stuff like this on Whatnot. I know she told me what she sells, and now I can't remember what it was. So we have some doilies, just a few, and some book pages. It's a workbook. It looks like a very old one. Tests for English. And some music. And scrap paper. Oh, it's the big ones. That's good. I won't open the other pack because it's more of the same. And then she had this. She charged me $4 for this. It's vintage wrapping paper. I love the red roses. And shower paper with umbrellas. Wedding paper. This one just has a mod design on it, which is pretty cool. Some paisley. Probably 2 full sheets there. This is a bag. And some veggies by Hallmark. Oh, there's more in here. Nope, it's 2 packs. So a full pack of the veggies by Hallmark and these roses by Hallmark to add to my wrapping paper collection. And then this was the last thing I got from her. And what I got totaled up from her totaled up to $14, but I gave her $15 and told her to keep the change. She said this is Mark III, but she said the games were $2. Game of the States. Here is, it's in good shape. I don't think it was played much. Oh, this is fun. That'd be fun to add to some junk journals. And then the pieces of the game are these yellow cards, some information about each state. Florida entered the Union in 1845. Pennsylvania entered in 1787. And then we have money. Is it all purple? Yep, it's all purple money. It's almost like vellum. It's not vellum, but it almost feels like vellum. Oh, it's black too. And little cars. That'd be cute, hanging on a dangle. It's a truck. They're well, they're not tractor trailers, but they look like tractor trailers here, but on this they look like just pickup trucks. Delivering the goods across the country. And the spinner and the little tokens. Never seen this game before. And it's a Milton Bradley game. I wonder what year it was. I'll have to Google it. I don't see a date on the box. Let me see this. I don't see it on a quick perusal. I don't see it. And there's one more thing to show you before we move on to the Hobby Lobby haul. Petite paper fasteners. I paid $2 for this box. It does have a lot of old paper clips in it. But this is what the petite paper fasteners are. And I think I would have to pinch it down. So I'm going to try one. I might be able to, I don't know if I can unfasten it once I do it, but there are paper clips on top, but then there are quite a few of these fasteners underneath. I made sure that there were a lot in there, even though it was only $2. I didn't know how much it was going to cost me before I made sure that there were a lot in there before I asked. Look at that. There's a lot in there, more than I thought. It says there are 100 on the back lid, but they're probably not all there. So I can take a couple of pieces of money and clip them together. Yeah, okay, that's cool. All I had to do is do it with my fingers. But it is, I'll open it up so you can see it. It's got a little hook right here, right there. I don't know if I can't tell in my lens if you can see it, but that's right there. And then there's a hole on this end, and when you close it, the hook prevents it from opening up. That little hook will catch on the hole. I can see the little hook right there, and I can't pull it off now. That's really cool. Let me see if I can open it. Yep, I can open it so I can use it again on something that I really want to clip together. That's going to be fun to use. How exciting. I think that's the best item from the day, just because it's unique and I've never seen it before. But I love the fabric pieces I got, and the wrapping paper, and the game monies, and the records. All the stuff that I got today was pretty cool. Thank you all for coming. What's your favorite? I'm not going to say goodbye yet because I'm going to tack on the Hobby Lobby haul. So hang in there and I'll show you what I got on Thursday at Hobby Lobby. Hello everybody, this is Diane. I am just going to show you a small haul from Hobby Lobby. I am so exhausted. My daughter and I went shopping all day, and the first place we went was Hobby Lobby, and then we walked right on the same plaza is a vision center, so we went there and I got my eyes checked for the first time in years, and I knew I needed new glasses, but I ordered new glasses and it should make a world of difference. But I want to show you what I got at Hobby Lobby. This is all I got, but I want to go through these packs with you and show you the fabrics that I picked out. I did get 4 pieces of paper, patriotic paper. They didn't have a third one. They didn't have any in the 12 by 12, and they didn't have a third one that I liked, so I could have one in each of 3 signatures, but I might have something here. And I got some beads. So I got these pretty roses. I don't know what kind of material it is. It's some sort of plastic. They almost look like foam, but they're hard. But I think they're really pretty. And these butterflies. The beads are always 40% off now. And I got these Cinderella slippers. They're so beautiful. For fabrics, I got half a yard of each, except one piece. I think it was, no, not this one. One piece, there was a 2/3 cut. There was a 2/3 yard piece already cut. And she asked if I wanted that, and I said yes. But the rest are half a yard. So this is just a pretty yellow daisy print, because I have trouble finding yellow fabrics that I like. It's a golden yellow. I think it's really pretty, and I like daisies. I have a lot of farm prints, but I had to get this one. They had a lot of farm prints there too, but I really, really liked this one with the squares. Looks like advertising. Farm to table, fresh organic eggs. Farmer's market, farm to table. Isn't that cute? Home on the farm. And I got this one. I've had this before, but I think that I got it at Joann's, and I think the print was smaller, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been slightly different in color. I might have a piece of it left so I could compare it, but I don't know if I do. But I love this retro kitchen look. This is the piece that was what did I say? 2/3. And I don't mind a bit because I absolutely love this. Looks like a possum, deer, owl, rabbit, snail, turtle, all kinds of fun creatures. And mushrooms and flowers and birds' nests. Chipmunk. Adorable. And lastly, I got this patchwork looking print. Isn't that pretty? Bright pink, pastel pink, navy blue, that pretty green. Such a pretty fabric. And then I got these 2 packs of ephemera. This one is stickability, so these are stickers, and these are die cut. These look pretty thick. Oh, there's two together. This one has 12 different designs and 2 of each, and this one is 50 designs, 2 of each. So let's take a look and see what we have. I mean, we could look at it right there, but I want to look at them. Comes in 2 packs. Oh, they're thick. These are the stickers, but I wonder if they're chipboard stickers or cardstock stickers, or if it's just the backing that's so thick. Oh, poked myself. Yeah, it's the sticker that's thick. It's just a thin paper backing, so that's a nice thick sticker. Got mushrooms. Oh, that's a little toadstool house. That's adorable. Fox. Hummingbird. Typewriter with flowers. And a tea kettle with flowers, a teapot with mushrooms and flowers. This one has a swan with folk art design on it. A cloche jar with butterflies and flowers. Butterfly. Owl. A bottle with wildflowers. And mushrooms springing out of a book. They're cute. And this is called, does it have a name? Nope. They have a lot of different sets that you can get. Ooh, that's pretty. These are cardstock, but they're not as thick as the stickers were. That is beautiful. Some daisies. Looks like a piece of tape on it and a coffee cup ring or something. It's nice. Look at these little calico stars. We won't look at every tiny little thing, I guess, but I want to look at them. That's a mushroom, a tiny little squirrel, tags with buttons and ferns, some frames, and this will pop out. Look at the beautiful mushrooms. I love the colors. Some little moths. Some more patchwork stars. hedgehog, some botanical stamps, little hearts made of buttons and flowers inside. That's really pretty. Some plates. Love that. This is a hanging botanical print. Little bag. Ooh, look at the books. They're cool. And more books. A heart filled with buttons. A teacup. Two teacups stacked. Stamp. Butterflies framed. There's a tag with a bird. Ooh, that's really pretty. Text page with a beautiful pale pink rose, and that's really pretty too. I love the gingham behind this. Look at the chair. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh boy, a deer. Love the deer. That's really pretty. Some bottles with flowers. A settee. Gorgeous. Teapot. Another deer. Pair of deer. Pretty plate. There's this little deer. And a tag. It has a lot of nice things in it. And that's all I have. I don't know if I'm going to put this with flea market haul or what, because this Monday will be the Memorial Day flea market. So I don't know. I might save this and tack it on with that. So if I do that, I'll do the flea market haul first, and this will be at the end. So I will say, I hope you're having a creative day today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.